Okay, so as you're doing the spots, what you want to start to realize is the pattern of these spots. And this is another time eyes and the leopard spot, or leopard, it's a cheetah, the cheetah spots, when it's going to trigger your left brain. Because ever since we're little kids and we see tigers, leopards, cheetahs, they have spots. And then we think spot is this. It's a big round circle. And so you could just put spot, 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 and, not pay attention to the pattern of the spots. So if you look at the anatomy, it's very interesting. The spots sort of go along the anatomy. So you can see there's different sizes. Some spots are really tiny, right? And some spots are bigger. Now, technically speaking, these spots are closer to us than this spot here. So it doesn't make sense that these are small and this is big if this is further away. But the spots get bigger when the muscles are bigger. When the muscles are tinier and there's more detail happening in those muscles, then you see the spots get smaller. So wherever these animals have larger muscles, so the sort of forehead muscle, I don't know, that muscle here, that's, when they are being aggressive, when they're, moving in a certain way, this is a much bigger muscle that's happening here than his eyes, that squint, or his nose, that turns up. So these spots are going to be smaller. As they go to his forehead, they narrow there, and then they get wider and larger as they move away. So you want to pay attention to that. And what you can do is sort of loosely draw, and it doesn't matter if these spots are like incredibly accurate and every single one is the exact shape that's here, as long as you get the pattern right, as long as you understand the scale of each dot and the pattern that they move in. So that's really what you want to draw first. You're not going to sit there and draw this spot and then draw that spot. What you want to do is connect the dots and see the shapes that it makes, because it goes with the form and the muscles of this animal. So these dots are along this line. So I'm just drawing a line here, and then it kind of flattens out in the middle. Remember, we drew that center axis. So it stops there, and then it goes up and to the ear right here. So those spots are along that line. Now these kind of go, they're kind of symmetrical, right? What's on one side is sort of kind of on the other side, and where the middle line is, or that center axis, is where you see the symmetry happen. So I'm just kind of putting some points of reference there, so that when I fill in those spots later, it makes sense. And I didn't go down far enough, so I need to adjust that. So this comes down a little bit further than I had it, and there. So now the second band here is kind of in a shape, by the eyes like that. So that's really, whether it's a tiger or it's a leopard or it's a cheetah, you want to get the spots. Even zebras, the stripes go like that. And see, it kind of radiates out in a circular way here. And that's why you want these light lines, so that later you won't see them. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to want to do is go with a little bit of a darker pencil And now I'm going to, what do I have now? I'm going to, oh, not 12B, that's too dark. I'm going to go with like a 4B would be great, or a 2B would work. Okay, here's a 4B. So now I'm going to reiterate all the correct lines because I have a lot of lines here. And I'm going to darken the ones that I want. We're not shading yet. That's going to be after the break. But this is going to set us up for shading. So I'm darkening the lines that I like here. And that's where I can start drawing those spots.
So if you want to learn more about drawing, and especially how to draw in this 3-step method, then be sure to click the link and check out my masterclass, How to Draw Anything.